These are the dangers that may affect our bodies if we masturbate every day over a long period of time. In this video, we are going to discuss how often masturbation is considered appropriate, how much may already be excessive, and the possible dangers of this habit to our bodies and the quality of our sperm in the future. Finally, we will discuss how to reduce masturbation addictions. My hope is that after watching this video, you will understand the consequence of being addicted to masturbation and learn some techniques that may help you reduce the habit. Hi, I'm Dr. Jeffrey Albari Tribowo, an andrologist and male reproductive health specialist in Indonesia. Masturbation is something that is closely associated with men. When men enter puberty, they become more sexually aroused because their testosterone levels are very high. We also need to understand that masturbation is actually a normal and safe way to release sexual desire. However, anything that is done too frequently or excessively can certainly be harmful to the body. The same applies to the habit of masturbating every day, especially if you masturbate every day without taking a break, constantly doing it alone in your bedroom every night. It is possible that this indicates that you are already severely addicted to pornography and masturbation. Now, let's move on to the main discussion. Let's discuss how often masturbation is considered safe. There is actually no official guideline regarding the ideal frequency of masturbation. This is because every person may have a different level of need and a different definition of what is normal. For example, let's imagine two men named Johnny and Mike. Johnny feels that his ideal frequency is 3 times a week. He can masturbate that often without experiencing any problems in his daily life. However, Mike feels that his normal frequency is only once a month. When he masturbates more than once a month, he begins to feel unhealthy. He feels guilty and anxious because he believes that the habit may interfere with his productivity. Therefore, for Mike, his normal frequency of masturbation is once a month. In general, there are several indicators that may help us determine whether we have become addicted to pornography and masturbation. One of these indicators is spending more than 2 hours a week watching pornographic content. When someone spends more than 2 hours per week watching pornography, they may fall into the category of a compulsive pornography viewer. This means that the person has become accustomed to watching pornography over a long period of time. This may happen because the person finds it increasingly difficult to feel satisfied with pornographic content. As a result, they continue scrolling through more and more pornographic material. Another reason for concern is masturbating more than 4 times per week. Research data shows that fewer than 20% of people masturbate more than 4 times a week. This means that if you masturbate more than 4 times a week, especially every day, 7 times a week, or even twice a day, this may indicate that you have developed a relatively severe addictions. However, we also need to be careful because some people may masturbate and watch pornography very rarely. But even when they do it only occasionally, they may immediately experience anxiety and worry, which may lead to stress. This condition is known as high distress. People in this category often believe that masturbation and pornography are inappropriate behaviors. Therefore, even when they do it very rarely, they may still experience certain complaints or emotional problems. This is why every person may respond differently to pornography and masturbation. Some people may already feel uncomfortable even when they do it very infrequently. Therefore, we need to understand our own condition and determine what frequency is appropriate for us. Now, let's discuss the dangers of watching pornography too frequently. We need to understand that when someone masturbates every day, they will usually use pornography as a source of stimulations. Pornography and masturbations are often two things that cannot be separated. When we masturbate, we may need visual stimulation. Where does that visual stimulation come from? Pornography. This means that if we masturbate every day, we may also watch pornography every day. As a result, our consumptions of pornography continues to increase over time. The problem is that the longer we consume pornography, the greater the potential negative impact on our bodies, especially on brain functions. This is particularly concerning if you spend more than 2 hours per week watching pornography, as I mentioned earlier. Why? Because pornography is not considered a brain and friendly form of entertainment. Research has found structural change in the brains of people with severe pornography addiction. There is a part of the brain called the prefrontal cortex. This part of the brain is responsible for self-control, motivation, and decision-making. In people with severe pornography addictions, this part of the brain has been found to decrease in size or shrink. Because of this abnormal change in brain structures and functions, people with severe pornography addictions may find it difficult to control themselves. They may become more emotional, unmotivated, anxious, and unable to experience satisfactions easily. In addition, when we watch pornography, our brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical that gives us feeling of satisfaction and motivation. The problem is that the more severe the pornography addiction becomes, the higher the dopamine threshold in the body becomes. This happens because the person becomes accustomed to receiving instant and easily accessible dopamine. That is why people with severe addiction may find it difficult to experience enjoyment in everyday life. When they achieve something simple, it may feel ordinary and no longer satisfying. Because they are used to receiving easy dopamine, they may also become less motivated to perform productive activities. They may think, why should I work hard to feel happy? I can simply open my smartphone, access pornography, receive instant dopamine, and feel happy. However, because their dopamine threshold continues to increase, they may gradually become bored with the content they used to watch. As a result, they continue searching for new pornographic content. They may only feel satisfied after finding something new. Over time, they may begin searching for content that is more extreme than what they previously watched. They may develop unusual sexual interests or fetishes. For example, they may begin enjoying hardcore or uncommon genres of pornography. As a result, they may find it difficult to become sexually aroused by ordinary content. Now, let's continue with the possible dangers of masturbating every day over a long period of time. One common concern is whether masturbating from a younger age until old age may interfere with fertility because the sperm may eventually run out. The answer is no. Sperm will continue to be produced regularly by the body every day. However, we need to remember that masturbation may have a negative impact on sexual functions. Masturbation itself doesn't directly cause erectile dysfunctions, but it may indirectly contribute to erectile problems in some men. There is a condition known as porn-induced erectile dysfunctions, which is erectile dysfunction associated with pornography. Why can this happen? People with severe pornography addiction become accustomed to watching pornography. The pornography they watch may eventually involve increasingly unusual genres. Because they are accustomed to watching unusual or extreme content, they may find it difficult to achieve an erection in response to normal sexual stimulation. When they get married and have sexual intercourse with their partner, they may find it difficult to become sexually aroused. Why? Because they may feel that their partner is not as sexually exciting as the pornography they watch. Even when their partner stimulates them, they may still have difficulty achieving an erection. Eventually, they may prefer watching pornography and masturbating in order to release their sexual desire. This may happen even though they are already married and have a partner. This condition is real and often found among people with severe pornography addictions. In addition, some people may become accustomed to using very specific masturbation techniques. For example, they may be accustomed to rubbing themselves against a pillow or mattress. They may also use a particular amount of pressure with their fingers, which creates a very pleasurable sensation. When they have sexual intercourse with their partner, they may feel that the stimulation they receive from the vagina or female genitalia is not as pleasurable as the stimulation they receive when masturbating or rubbing themselves against a pillow. As a result, they may find it difficult to achieve an optimal erection during sexual intercourse. Therefore, a combination of these two factors may create problems. The first factor is excessive pornography consumption. The second factor is an inappropriate masturbation technique. These two factors may eventually cause problems during sexual intercourse with a partner. It is true that many people watch pornography and masturbate without experiencing any physical problems. However, we still need to be careful. The more severe the addiction becomes and the more frequently someone masturbates in an unhealthy way over a long period of time, the greater the possibility that it may negatively affect the body. Sometimes the person may only become aware of the problem after getting married and trying to have sexual intercourse with a partner. Therefore, my advice is that if your habit has already become excessive, try to reduce it gradually. I once met a man who had recently married a woman. He told me that he genuinely loved his wife and found her very attractive. However, a problem occurred when they tried to have sex on their wedding night. He was confused because even though his wife had already stimulated him, he was unable to achieve an erection. Eventually, he decided to stimulate himself. When he watched pornography, he was finally able to achieve an optimal erection. At that point, he realized that he had developed a severe addiction to extreme pornography. He told me that he enjoyed hardcore pornography. The problem was that his wife didn't enjoy that type of sexual activity. This created a problem in their relationships. The man had become accustomed to hardcore fetish while his wife was not comfortable with them. Eventually, the man chose to masturbate by himself. As a result, he stopped touching his wife entirely. After several months, this created conflicts in their marriage. Only then he did come to me and seek professional help. Therefore, it is very important for us to be careful about pornography addiction. Okay, before we continue, please click the subscribe button below. By clicking the button, you will not miss my latest video about sexual education. Your support will also motivate me to continue creating more videos in the future. Finally, and most importantly, let's discuss how to reduce masturbation addictions. When you do not masturbate very frequently and the habit doesn't cause any physical or emotional problems, then it may still be acceptable. However, if you develop a severe addiction that interferes with your daily activities and your sexual relationship with your partner, then it is very important to reduce both masturbation and pornography consumptions. The problem is that many men find it difficult to reduce the habit. They often make a promise to themselves. Okay, this is the last day I will masturbate. Starting tomorrow, I will stop completely. But the following day, they do it again and tell themselves that it will be the last time. They find it difficult to break the vicious cycle of masturbation addictions. This happens because pornography and masturbation can become addictive. Because of the addiction, the persons find it difficult to escape from the cycle. Breaking this cycle requires several scientifically based techniques and methods that may help reduce pornography and masturbation addiction. The first step is to delete all pornographic files from your electronic device. If you still have pornographic files on your phone, bookmarked websites, saved files on your hard drive, pornography will remain very easy to access. Whenever you have some free time at night, you may think, I'll just watch pornography. Therefore, the first thing you need to do when trying to recover from this addiction is to make pornography more difficult to access. Delete all the files, leave online groups that share pornographic material. The purpose is to make pornography more difficult to access. Therefore, when your sexual desire becomes very strong, you may have enough time to think twice before watching it. The time and effort required to access pornography may give you an opportunity to reconsider your decision. Next, you can perform other activities. When you feel sexually aroused and want to watch pornography, immediately redirect your attentions. You can do push-ups, go running, exercise, or perform another activity. The purpose is to distract yourself from the sexual desire. Once you become tired, you may be able to rest and fall asleep immediately. Pornography and masturbation are often performed by men late at night when they are bored, have nothing to do, and have too much free time. They eventually masturbate alone in their bedroom. So from now on, don't forget to delete your file and perform other activities when you have sexual desire.